Okay, so the Human Rights Campaign, um, they have decided to endorse Hillary Clinton as their choice for President of the United States. And I must say, I am very disappointed in their choice. As someone who only decided to be for gay rights when the political winds shifted that direction and it became convenient for her for the sake of winning votes, that's when she jumped on board. As opposed to Bernie Sanders, who has always fought for gay rights and equal rights for all. As for Martin O'Malley, I'm not sure what his chances are, but he's so irrelevant in the polls that I honestly haven't really bothered to look him up. Um, I would like to see him put more of a fight, but whatever. So the first comment on here says, I too am disappointed. Bernie Sanders is a passionate defender of human rights and has been for his entire life. I expected the human rights campaign to be more forward thinking. Every time, every single time a bill involving LGBT rights was presented to the Senate, where Bernie has been a senator, he has voted in favor of LGBT rights. You can check his voting record, which is public, and you'll find numerous videos of him arguing vehemently during congressional hearings on behalf of the LGBT community, long before it was considered socially acceptable, which is when Hillary jumped on board. Thank you. All it takes is a quick glance at congressional voting records to see that Bernie is the real deal. This person gets it. This is awesome. So far, I like what I'm reading. I'd rather support someone who has been for equal rights since the beginning of their political career than a person who changed their mind when it became convenient. Indeed. And these are just the top comments, the ones that have gotten the most responses. So I'm going to take at the most recent comments on this. These are just some of the most recent ones. Should have never endorsed any candidate. Every Democratic candidate is pro-LGBT. Some are longer than the candidate chosen. Yep. It doesn't make any sense to alienate any of the candidates at this stage. I'm extremely disappointed by this, and I know you're not alone. Okay, that's a pretty fair comment. I mean, technically all three candidates do support LGBT rights, so it would make logical sense for them not to endorse any one, but could have held off till after the primaries and supported whoever got the nomination. That probably been a better political move in that sense. Yeah, big surprise. Good thing I quit taking your money-hungry corporate wars seriously years ago. All the reason to never give you another dime. Bad choice. And here is Bernie 2016, your undying supporter, this time in 1984. What the fuck were you thinking endorsing the shill? What the fuck? Let's see. Office of the Mayor. This is from when Bernie Sanders was mayor of Burlington, Vermont. Office of the Mayor. Lesbians and gay men have assembled in Burlington this Saturday, June 22nd, 1985, to celebrate Gay Pride. And lesbians and gay men are making important contributions to the improvement of the quality of life in our city, state, and nation. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Bernard Sanders, Mayor of the City of Burlington, do hereby proclaim Saturday, June 22nd, 1985 as Gay Pride Day in Burlington. And as you can see, it's signed by Bernard Sanders, Mayor, dated on the 21st of June, 1985. Did I say 1984? Either way, it was before 30 and a half years ago. He endorsed that when he was mayor of Burlington, Vermont. I mean, come on, people. Come on. As disappointed as I am to see this major group endorsing Hillary Clinton. At the same time, I'm inspired to see that people who see through the bullshit and realize the truth are finally opening their eyes and realizing, whoa, this is a bad choice. And in this particular situation, Bernie Sanders is the much better choice. Let's get rid of a few more comments before I end this video. Do not expect to dodge me from now on. I feel completely betrayed by HRC. So disappointing, have to unfollow. Disgraceful, consider my financial support rescinded. Bernie Sanders was robbed, shame on you. I too am disappointed. Bernie Sanders is a passionate defender of human rights, has his entire life. I expected the human rights campaign. Oh, I haven't read that one. This is a good one. Are you fucking kidding me? I love the language there. Hillary was against gay marriage just a few years ago, while Bernie supported LGBT rights way before it became the popular thing to do. This is embarrassing and disappointing from what is supposed to be a legitimate progressive organization. Let's read this picture right here. Every Republican for president is against gay marriage. I've supported same-sex marriage from the beginning and voted against Clinton's Defense of Marriage Act. You can't claim to support equality and not support equal rights. Let me read that. Let me read this again. Every Republican candidate for president is against gay marriage. I have supported same-sex marriage from the beginning and voted against Clinton's Defense of Marriage Act. You can't claim to support equality and not support equal rights. Senator Bernie Sanders. Thank you. Thank you. I will no longer support your charity. I am appalled by your decision to back Hillary Clinton for president. Bernie Sanders has a 40-year history of LGBT rights and humanities record. Hillary Clinton is an hour late to the party. One of the most powerful votes a citizen has is with their dollar, and my dollar will no longer be going to your cause. Feel the burn. Thank you, HRC, for making long-term supporters such as myself feel like fools after this endorsement. You will never have mine or my partner support again. Doesn't matter I'm supporting Bernie. Sorry, HRC, but I'm not donating anymore. Hurry up and change your support before we lose more. Well, why would anybody be shocked? The president of his organization, Chad Griffin, has worked for the Clintons all his life. Just mere cronyism sprinkled on top of the Clinton cronyism. Wikipedia. Yeah, okay. See, I didn't know that at the time. I guess the leader of the organization worked for the Clintons. So he just gave his own blind corporate endorsement instead of seeing what the people within your community thought. With the perfect example is MoveOn.org. They actually had a poll within their site asking who they felt was the best, and Bernie Sanders got the overwhelming vote. So, it's great to see that people are not buying the Hillary Clinton bullshit. And, thank you guys for listening to my quick video rant about this. And if you are still considering voting for Hillary Clinton or aren't too familiar with Bernie Sanders, please take a more serious look at him, and you will not be disappointed. Thank you guys for watching. JJ out.